Hi, I'm Silhouette Jones, and I invite you here into my living room, into my space, to do a meditation with me today. I would like to show you the benefits and the power of meditation. So I am going to just sit here and meditate and allow you to be able to watch how I do what I do. What I have playing in the background is Kai Kaz. He is a binaural beats artist, for lack of a better word. And this is about healing on an infinite scale. It's about 8 minutes long, and I'm going to start with the pendulum, and you'll be able to notice that as I sit still, the pendulum will be able to do its movement. This is completely normal. I'm going to start with the regular pendulum first, and then we'll move on to a training pendulum in a little bit. You can begin to see the different effects meditation has on us. First, I settle in and I ground. It's not about moving the pendulum, it's about becoming one with your own energy. The pendulum will naturally move because the energy flow is moving. Once I ground, I then connect directly in through the crown chakra up to the stars of the universe. And allow myself to then center both energies into my solar plexus. I am now grounded and centered and ready to begin my meditation. Meditation starts with finding the silence. It's not about everything becoming silent, it's just about sitting with silence. We learn to hear the silence in the chatter. Life is always going to be moving, doing something. It's never fully still. But in meditation, we learn to hear silence instead of always hearing the chatter, which allows us to be able to find the peace that we're looking for. In the silence, we begin to let go of all the things that continue to draw us in to the chaos of life. It's almost like disconnecting the battery. The silence is our neutral. To be able to work on nothing allows us to work on everything. Our bodies are automated. They're atomic. So as we begin to work just within the silence, we allow our bodies and our processes to relax and just do the natural healing that they're meant to do. We find more of this evidence within sight of sleep. The more the body rests, the quicker it heals. Always remember the breath. The breath is the most important part of a meditation. It allows the energy to flow. And as science shows us, when we inhale the nutrients that our body needs. And it goes throughout our entire body and into our muscular system, allowing it to process fully. And then as we exhale, all the toxins are released. For those of us with a clouded, cluttered mind, it's hard to just focus on one thing because we automatically feel like we need to be focusing on a million other things. But if you're just able to listen to the silence regardless, even if your mind gets carried away, just go back to the silence. we're going to move over to a training pendulum. You'll get a chance to see the difference between the effects of both pendulums. The reasoning we always place one hand under a pendulum is so that we regain our own energy. It's a process of cleansing. You'll feel a difference in the pull of energy as the training pendulum begins to move. It also becomes a great focal point for people who have a hard time concentrating on just one thing. Sometimes you'll get what's called an energy surge that goes through your arm. It'll feel like a strong pulse of energy that goes through here, and it'll feel very heavy sometimes. That's completely normal. It's okay to take a break during your meditation. Just continue to breathe as your energy begins to flow through the blocks that it's going through. Different vibrations will happen. You'll see the pendulum shake. You'll see it move. This is completely normal. For me, it's my solar plexus that's holding me back. And so now I realize that this is the energy I have to work with. So I move into my solar plexus to be able to allow the energy to flow and the peace to come. And in that, the pendulum begins to move in its own right. It's kind of interesting. As the pendulum begins to move, you begin to feel as if you should move with it. But try your best to hold your arm as steady as you possibly can, so that it's only the energy that's moving. This is how we learn to separate our body from our energy. You can practice with both hands to be more ambidextrous in your energy flow. You may find that it seems as if one hand is dominant and the other hand isn't. Back into the solar plexus again. Start working through everything that's energy, that's fears and hopes, and all that stuff is in the inner side of our solar plexus. And we can get blocked by the natural things that happen in life. When I'm in my solar plexus and I realize it's blocked, all I want to do is sit with the energy. Feel it open. Feel it begin to let go. Tell yourself, I don't need to feel this block. It's okay for me to relax. It's okay for my energy to flow appropriately. Speaking to yourself during meditation can help you move through other things. And also feel the tightness in my heart chakra that needs to let go. Which is then connecting into my third eye and up into my crown, which shows the patterns and patterning of stress. So as I align these four chakra points together, I begin to feel a deeper balance with self. Come out of my meditation, I can lower my pendulum, sit with myself, and allow my body to gain awareness of the surroundings around me. You want to feel the room just as you see the room. I feel that the table is next to me and the fireplace is behind me. I can feel the texture of the rug underneath me, or sense it, and the hardwood right underneath it. I can feel the openness in the furniture. You begin to feel what life feels like. And this is also how we feel ourselves. Blocks will feel like the heavy blocky objects that are our table or our chair or our couch. Open flowing energy will feel like it does above us or through the room, because it's open. We connect to the world all around us. And in so, we ground and center at the same time. And of course, there's always the leg awakening, because feet tend to fall asleep. So rock and gently come out of it. And when you get the feeling back inside your toes, you can come back to center, into Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope my meditation has brought you grounding and clarity, just as it has brought me. You might feel a little heavy and tired through your eyes, but very open to the world around you. Your mind might feel a lot less heavy. And if it's unfocused, just let go. It's okay to be a little unfocused for a few moments. In letting go, you will allow yourself to come back to focus. Until we meet again, adieu.